We're doing a project called Remembering Red Beach, the Essex Scottish at Dieppe. We're trying to tell the life story of all 553 men that fought there for the Essex Scottish. Those individuals, we want to put a human face on the history. So here at the museum we have many of the artifacts related to those members, including the commanding officer, Colonel Jasperson, who was a Kingsville resident. So the colonel was actually a lawyer, and when they were captured as prisoners of war in the prisoner of war camp, he actually started a training school for other officers to become lawyers. So here at the museum we have his medals, his different items, including his baseball glove that he used as a prisoner of war in the camp. I feel that it's important to tell the life story of these individuals because the 9 hours they were on the beach may have defined their courage and their bravery, but the legacy they left behind was engendered by the rest of their life. And you know, if we're going to properly tell their story, we need to tell their story from start to finish, their entirety of their lives.
The first thing that I can remember him talking about was right after I got married. So I was 20 and friends were over and Hogan's Heroes were on, and one of our people in the wedding party said, well, did that really happen? And he said, yes, I gave up some of my boards and my bed to help with the tunnels. And I was kind of shocked to hear him say anything. It was really surprised. Like, I wish I would have known more. And I'm sure all the other siblings of those people in the war, that they probably wished the same for themselves, so they would understand their parents better of what they went through. So yeah, I read a book on the Dieppe that a gentleman wrote, and as I read it I thought, oh my goodness, that's what he went through. And like I said, I wish I would have known.
He spoke about the trip over on the ships over the night before, on August 18th. He said that they were all on the deck of the ship, and it was very, you could really feel the tension and the fear in the air. And they were told to write their last letters to their family in case they didn't survive, which my Oma, his mother, did receive. He said about the landing, he said that he watched his buddies being blown up and torn apart right in front of his eyes all around him. That's about all he said about the landing and that part of it. I think because it wasn't something he wanted to recall. He had nightmares for years, and he didn't want to express the terrible part of it to us. So my dad celebrated the last hours of his life with other veterans, celebrating the victory of World War II on his last Remembrance Day.